everyone, welcome to Growing Craft. This is Sonia here. Please do subscribe to my channel and do not forget to hit bell icon so that you guys do not miss out any of our updates. So here is a beautiful decoupage napkin which I'm going to use. So first of all, I'm doing a brush water technique just to make sure that I have picked up the design which I really want to use in my decoupage art on wood. Now if you are in a love of decoupage art or if you are exploring decoupage art, Growing Craft channel is one of the perfect platform for you where you can learn a lot of different ways and techniques of decoupage art. You can learn about the decoupage on wood, decoupage on glass, decoupage on plastic base, honestly decoupage on any kind of surfaces, and we have a tons of tutorial for you guys out there. Now coming back to this one, here I'm using my brush water technique. This is a very fun technique where you just have a thin round brush and you create a border around the design which you want to use in your decoupage art. So dip your brush, make a border around the art and just keep on pulling the extra parts of the napkin, and this is how you get a very beautiful design. Now once I'm done with my brush water technique, here I am going to remove all the plies. So these are the two pieces of the same napkin which I am going to use, but I'm going to remove the ply of only one. Why? You will see that later on this tutorial. So you need to make sure that you remove both the plies of the napkin, and once you're done with that, it's good to go. Once you're done with the removing of the ply, it's time to stick it on your wood base. So I've already prepped this up with a white gesso. I have done 2 coats of gesso. If you want, you can add more layers, and if you want, you can just go with a 1 layer. It completely depends on the kind of design you're working on. Now here, with the help of my flat brush, I'm going to spread my decoupage glue, and I will make sure that I spread it very evenly and at least to the size where it can actually cover my complete of my napkin part. So I will be doing this in a bits and pieces because I don't want my glue to dry out completely on my complete page. So here, as you can see, I'll just zoom in the camera so that you can see that sticking this is really important. So what you need to do is you apply your glue and then you start sticking from one of the corners, and you have to be really careful because they are so thin that they can just go haywire and your design will not look even. So you need to make sure that you stick it in a straight line, especially when you're going to work with these beautiful straight line designs.
À 2 doigts de nos lèvres, 2 doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à 2 doigts de nos lèvres, 2 doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer.
So once I'm done with the design, here I'm going to stick the remaining pieces, and I did not want to remove the ply of the complete one. That's the reason I have just taken a small piece which I need for my tray. and you need to check on the designs if they are aligning on the straight line. If not, you need to might work out on the designs, but if yes, it's perfect to go. Here I'm just aligning my sheet and making sure that my design looks like one piece of decoupage napkin.
À deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer.
So here I'm using my sponge dauber. This is one of the easiest tool which you can have, and this is like available locally. Whatever the supplies I'm using, I'm sharing all the links in the video description box for you them to be at home and do your craft supply shopping. So you need to make sure that you press them really well so that there are no wrinkles and bubbles out there. And trust me, you will love the process of this decoupage art on wood, and the tray already looks so amazing. Initially I thought I'll do a lot of other coloring work, but then I realized no, I'm just going to play around with a lot of white and glitter in it. So here first I'm going to varnish my decoupage napkin. So here you have to be really careful. You need to varnish only on the part where you have your decoupage napkin.
À deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer.
So once my varnish has dried out completely, it's time to play with the whitewash. So I have already done 2 coats of gesso in this tray, but I wanted to add some more white on the background. So here I'm using my white color gesso, and this is very thick and I wanted to have a little diluted feeling to it. So eventually I thought that I'm going to add some water to it, and I'm just like randomly putting on the water because I really want to have a very whitewash kind of feeling to my project. So mixing everything on the tray itself, and don't worry, because I've added water, it will take a little more time to dry out, so I have a lot of time to work on my tray. I am going to cover my complete tray with this whitewash, and even on my decoupage napkins I'm going to do this whitewash coloring. This is just to make sure that my napkin is not too prominent, because I want to make a white tray with a very subtle colors on it. I don't want too many popping colors, and that's the reason I'm going to whitewash on my complete tray. Yes, the napkin is going to be very visible, Just watch this video till end so that you know that what exactly I am talking about and how exactly we came to that conclusion.
Impossible à effacer, le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau de fer, des souvenirs impossible à effacer. Que j'ai presque pu le goûter. 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 Impossible à effacer. Que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Impossible à effacer. Impossible à effacer. Que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Impossible à effacer. Que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Impossible à effacer. Que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau de fer, des souvenirs impossible à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau de fer, des souvenirs impossible à effacer. Que j'ai presque pu le goûter. 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 Impossible à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau de fer, des souvenirs impossible à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau de fer, des souvenirs impossible à effacer. Impossible à effacer.
So my tray already look gorgeous, and here is my stamp and my permanent ink pad, and I'm going to use this on a tray. Now this is a beautiful technique. Like if I did not wanted to have my tray to look like plain white, and I did not wanted to add too much of color. So here I'm just using my permanent ink pad. It's a gray color shade, and I'm using my massive stamp. and I'm going to make sure that I stamp it on the random places, and this looks gorgeous, and I'm going to repeat this on the flat surface of my tray which is visible.
À deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter, de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter, de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles.
Just to add a little more drama, I thought of doing some brushing work with the same ink pad on the edges of my tray. This is just to highlight the borders of my tray. If you want, you can absolutely chuck this part, but I thought that adding this grey border is going to highlight the borders and it's going to look beautiful, and it's actually looking quite interesting. Now I just wanted to blend my surface, so here I'm just stamping my ink pad on my tray. Just check out the pictures. At the end you will see the kind of detailing what it is adding, and I'm just going to break the monotonous part of the pointed towers of my building, and this looks really good in person. I know the video is not justifying to the beautiful and the creativity and like boldness of the color and the technique what I have used in this tutorial, so do watch this video till end and do enjoy the pictures at the end also. Now here begins the fun part, but do make sure that whatever supplies we are using here are available on our website. So here I have taken up my Mod Podge and I'm going to add a lot of water to it, and this is one of my oldest fun technique which I have been doing for years now, and it works wonderfully. Now once I've diluted my Mod Podge, I'm going to add my glitter, and you have to make sure that you are using the super fine glitter. Like I said, whatever supplies I'm using, I will be listing them in the video description box. Do check that. So this Mod Podge with the glitter is ready, very much diluted. Why? Because I want to have a very thin layer of glitter, and you can use any of the glitters, but the one particular which I'm using is like one of my favorite. This is one of the easiest way to add a lot of drama to your projects without doing too much and not highlighting any of the parts and not popping out too many glitters on the top of it. So I'm just going to brush this off on my complete tray, and once this dries out, I am going to use at least 3 coats of varnish on this. Now you can see that how shiny and beautiful it looks. In person, this is looking absolutely gorgeous. Now just a thought that if you want to have a little more color contrast, maybe you can add some grey color to it on the base. That might look a pretty colorful just on the borders or around, and if not, then I think this is just perfect for your home decor, for your serving tray, and you can even use this for your framing work or just as an art piece. I absolutely love creating this one. I have recently done a video tutorial on reverse decoupage on glass plate. Do check out that video too, because in that one I have used some really new and different techniques. So with this, my tutorial is done. Do subscribe to my channel and do not forget to hit the bell icon, and do leave your feedback in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care and bye bye.